All right, for those of you joining us with the San Gervasio Pro-Am, thank you very much indeed for doing so. Got quite a bit of skiing ahead of us, and we've got Alicia Bagnoli. Okay, so it is 12 meters now. Trying to get on the good foot with the 12-meter line. Oh, and getting into all kinds of trouble there. Around 4, approaching number 5. And that is going to be Alicia's lot there with that effort on the 12-meter line. In the previous round, she got 2 at 11. There's going to be 3.5 at 12. And that certainly doesn't help her standing. It would mean that if she maintains that position, which she's most likely to do, because the next skier above her, Alicia Shevkanova, scored half a buoy more than her. But in all actuality, it seems that Alicia Bagnoli will actually go up against Regina Jaquis in the next round of the competition. So that's how the head-to-heads are shaping up. So it looks like prior to official confirmation, and with Regina Jaquis with the lead score at 1 at 10.25, it seems pretty certain that Alicia will be going as the skier to face Regina Jaquis in the next round. So, which means that we still got the other 3 pairings to resolve. And we'll see about that with Alicia Shevkanova. All right, here comes Alicia Shevkanova, and she's going to come in on 14.25 meters. And doing a grand job out there with that pass. That's Alicia Shevkanova. All right, so Alyssa scored a 2.5 at 11.25 meters in the round previous to this one. Not looking too bad with this particular run. All right, then. So we got Alyssa Shevchenova, 14 of 13 under her belt. All right, let's see what she's got. Good effort there. This is 12 meters. And she can definitely move up the rankings if she scores significantly better than 2.5. The score that she had in the previous round to this one. So tense moments at this section of the competition as Bailey Austin on the dock getting ready for her run. Just a quick reminder for you good folks out there what the leaderboard looks like in the women's competition after round one. Alyssa Shevchenova can move up if she scores more than 4 at 11.25 meters, which is the score of Bailey Austin at this point in the proceedings. But by that same token, Bailey can come right back and supersede Alyssa's score to move back into one of the top 2 non-seeded spots. Going into the next round of the competition. All 8 women that you see here will ski in the final round, but we've locked in the top 4 seeded spots, with the likes of Alyssa Shevchenova trying to pick out which skier that they would rather ski against. Oh, look at this, 11.25 meters, and Alyssa Shevchenova, look at her go, nice! 11.25 meters.
So she gained almost 4 positions since the first round.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A little bit, about 3 more buoys, I would say. Actually, she can't go any higher than 4th place. She can't go any higher than 5th, technically. She's just trying to get as high as she can, so she can put herself in a more preferable position by skiing against the 4th place skier rather than skiing against the 2nd or 3rd one.
I talked to Thomas De Gasperi before, and they told me that the fact that some skiers are risking not to take the right way, the gate, it depends on the warmth of the water. Because the water is so warm, they have to pull more, and at the beginning they may pull too much, so they are maybe risking not to take the gate. It happens also to him, he said.
Might be onto something there. All right. Alyssa Shevchenova.
And
Oh, and getting broken over at the waist off number 1. But that is Alyssa Shevchenova of the Russian Federation. It's definitely scoring a lot more than what she did in the previous round to this one.
So she copied the performance she did in early June with the half boy at 10.75 in the United States.
All right, then. So where does that put her in terms of the other skiers? Alyssa Shevchenova, that is 1 at 10.75 meters. Now, Alyssa Shevchenova obviously can't be higher than 5th, but right now she is in 5th place when you take into consideration that Gina Krueger and Clementine Lucene have already qualified for the next round of the competition in a tie for third place right now. So whenever I update this women's leaderboard graphic, it will show. It will show that Alyssa Shevchenova has just jumped up a few places, but do bear in mind that Gina Krueger and Clementine Lucene have already locked in top 4 placements out of round number 1. So that may look a little bit deceptive. Now, if Alyssa Shevchenova is where we say that she is and in 5th place, then she will be going up against Gina Krueger in the next round.
You're very right. You're very right.
Okay, let's see how the other placements shake up. We've got Bailey Austin about to take to the water.
Bailey Austin, that she did 4 at 11.25 this morning. Skiers from the United States. She's from the States. Maybe, Tony, you know something about her?
Yes, I do, a little bit. She comes to us from the state of Texas, and specifically from the city of Austin in Texas, a little ways outside. She trains at 1 or 2 venues around that area, and she has been known to travel to find some good ski spots to train at. And I believe she currently rides the Monte Carlo slalom, which means that she's been to Florida a few times to get dialed into that ski. A very, very specific ski in terms of in terms of its customization.
And her scores, she's usually able to pass the 11.25, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's definitely very, very capable of doing that. All right, not bad at all. Bailey Austin just keeping the flow going. She went in on 14. I believe that was 13 meters. So on the dock there, looking out towards the lake, is Danielle Bennett. Taking a little bit of an action replay shot of Bailey Austin.
Bailey Austin, 12 meters on her Monte Carlo.
Yep. Trying to get hooked up, and the scores that produced this far, she scored 4 at 11.25 meters, which has since been superseded by Alyssa Shevchenova with her run at 1 at 10.75 meters, as Mario Pagozzi takes her towards the opposite end of the lake, and she readies herself for the next run. It is going to be 11.25 meters here at the San Gervasio Pro-Am for 2017. Skier on the dock getting ready. Danielle Bennett, who produced a 5 at 11.25 meters. Certainly one of her better scores from the season.
Sì, a 11 lei ne ha fatte 4 stamattina.
Che cazzo, schiaccio il bottone e fa la foto quando lei è già arrivata in fondo sul telefono qua, cazzo.
All right, everyone out there in the Twitterverse, make sure you send us your reaction to the events as you see them at SG Pro-Am. That is hashtag SG Pro-Am, as we bring in Bailey Austin.
11:25 for Austin Bailey.
Bailey Austin coming in. Oh, nice shape off that number 2. She is right foot forward, which means if she turns neutrally on 135, she can still afford to take a few risks on the course. Gets outside number 5, but inside number 6. It's still a better score than the one that she produced earlier, but by one single buoy, and doesn't keep her nose ahead of Alyssa Shevchenova. So we'll plug that score in. And Bailey Austin currently lying in 7th place right now. Just a little higher than Alicia Bagnoli. And we've got Danielle Bennett about to take to the water next. Hailing out of Zachary in Louisiana in the United States. And she scored 5 buoys on 11.25 meters.
It's all correct, and she's skiing on radar ski.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's see what she's got. 14.25 meters. A slalomer who has been known to take a few risks out there on the course. Very, very aggressive on the turns. But on 14.25 meters, she can dial it down a little bit and still run it. And there you go. Excellent stuff there. That is Danielle Bennett.
Weather condition almost the same as this morning, the first ski day.
Yes, indeed. With the major difference is the sun was a little bit lower above the theme park there earlier on this morning, which could have distracted our skiers a little bit, but thankfully it didn't.
Correct. This is
So 30 meters coming back for Danielle Bennett.
Where is she skiing in the States?
She skis at her own ski school at Bennett's Water Ski and Wakeboard School in Zachary in Louisiana. And she actually runs the pro shop there during the daytime.
Louisiana seems to be as strong as Florida for water ski, don't you?
I won't go so far as to say that. I mean, if I'm being fair, then Florida does have a little bit of the upper hand in terms of attracting skiers from around the world. But Louisiana certainly keeps a very, very strong presence, and Danielle Bennett ensuring that that is the case. With the opening two passes there, 14 and 13, doing a fine and grand job out there.
And Louisiana is also the place where Matteo Luzzeri is actually attending the university.
Actually, Matteo Leri is actually attending university in Florida right now at Florida State. But before he went there, he actually graduated from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette with his undergrad and master's studies, and now he's taking his doctorate at the Florida State University in Tallahassee, and doing quite well from what I've been able to ascertain.
Skiers warming up on the pier,
Mm-hmm.
trying to distress probably before the competition.
Yep, just trying to get the nervous tension out of their system. Here comes Danielle Bennett on 12 meters.
This morning.
Oh, rearing on the back of the ski there, but still continuing to maintain some good direction across the course. There are no easy passes so far as Danielle Bennett is concerned, at least not so far as her ability to whip the ski around the turn and get across course.
Many skiers yesterday went to Venice. They went to pay a visit to Venice. They enjoyed the day off.
Yes, I mean, for the majority of skiers that ski across the European circuit, the summer months are extremely busy and they get very little time from their training and from competing. So anytime they can find to go to a beautiful city like Venice is certainly a great opportunity for them to take up.
They did some training here on Wednesday and Thursday, and then they took a day off. Giving us a chance as amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
They left us the lake for one day, and now they are back here with the San Gervasio Pro-Am.
Alrighty then, here we go.
5 boys for her this morning. It's 11.25.
Oh, I'm getting a little bit squirrely into number 2 and just couldn't really get the ski to react the way that she wanted it to. I know, but it just stops and it just doesn't start again. All right, then. Looking forward to our next competitor. It will be Gina Krueger.
Austin Valley, they have 5 boys at 11.
That's correct, yes. That's both their maximum scores, and both on the bottom end of the seeding. There are skiers that placed higher than them out of round one, and they have confirmed their top four positions and their respective seeding going into the next round of the tournament. Taking a quick look at the leaderboard. Not much has changed except for Alyssa Shevkova getting into top four, where in actuality the highest she can get is a top 5 placement. All right, then. Here we go. This is Gina Krueger. She's already through she's already claimed a top 4 seeding in the head-to-head portion. And she probably already knows who she'll be skiing against in the next round. It'll probably be Alyssa Shevkova, as a matter of fact. And a great-looking opening pass as we continue to roll right along with this competition.
Gina Krueger this morning set up her own personal best in 2017 with one boy at 10.75. Let's see if this afternoon she's able to do the same or improve her results.
All right. We'll see if she's equal to the task, as you said.
Exactly, and they are locked into the first four, so she's actually skiing for better know the water, because she has actually no reason to ski it.
No. I mean, she could have decided to have just phoned it in and just take a bit of a rest and continue on with the head-to-head round, which would come up tomorrow. But she's decided to take this opportunity to get another good, decent score.
German skier Gina Krueger, 13 meters.
Looking pretty strong out there. Very nice. All right, so on the starting dock there, we see Manon Coudert, who is our defending champion in this event. We'll be eager to try and conjure up another win here at San Gervasio.
Personal best for Gina Krueger is 2 boys 25 at 10.75. Gina Krueger is skiing with an H-home ski. Gina Krueger at 12 meters line.
All right, 12 meters. Looking very aggressive. Haven't really seen her ski too much in tournaments recently. But still looking in great shape and looking quite aggressive out there on the water as she walks away from one side to the next. There we go. Taking a little bit of time in the shade there is Regina Jaquis before she heads on out onto the water. The current leader after round one with one at 10.25 meters.
you're right. This is actually her first race in 2017.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Regina Jaquis, we got Regina Jaquis, as I said, on the dock. We've also got Manon Coudert over there, getting ready to ski herself. All right, Gina Krueger it is, 11.25 meters in the previous round to this one. I believe she scored into 10.75 meters. Yes, indeed, she scored 1. Oh, and not getting the best shot stance and start that she really wanted there. Getting a pretty atrocious start after number 1 there, Gina Krueger. I think just about managing to get number 2, so we'll I believe she'll get 2 for that effort. So 2 there on 11.25 meters for Gina Krueger. Her best score is going to be a buoy total of 56 after the first couple of rounds by way of the one buoy at 10.75 meters. She scored a little earlier. All right, skier on the water right now. It is going to be Manon Coudert. Seems like Clementine Lucine, who would have been scheduled to go out next, has decided to skip her turn. She's already through to the next round anyway, so doesn't have any pressing desire or need, as a matter of fact, to ski.
She's actually happy with her 1 at 10.75.
Yep, pretty happy with that score. And there we go. And there we go. Manon Coudert opening pass, I believe, was 14.25 meters.
Wait. You tell me when you have picture. You have drawn? Yes, we do.
Manon Coudert, she finished second this morning with 1.5 at 10.75. Manon Coudert, she's skiing on a radar ski.
All right, then. Okay, coming in towards the course, Manon Coudert with a 30-meter run.
Radar ski for her. Best result in 2017, 4 boys at 10.75. This morning she did 1.5.
So 4 at 10.75 in the round previous to this, and looking pretty good so far. Nice and wide on number 6, and that was a passer to save her there.
Right, Tony, and former lake record holder. She passed the 10.75 last year. And she finished with 0 boys at in San Gervasio Pro Am 2016. And now they've been beaten by Regina Jaquis that this morning took one boy at 10.25.
Yes, indeed. And there we go. We're getting a look at Regina Jaquis on the dock, getting ready to go at it. The San Gervasio Pro-Am slalom competition in round number 2. And if that drone camera can pan round a little bit to the left, it will find the towboat that will be transporting Manon Coudert into the course. Manon Coudert has started on 14, which means that this pass is going to be 12. And there we go. Here comes Manon Coudert.
12 meters line for her. Wow.
Oh, very nicely done. The first few buoys so far. The drone camera shot providing us with excellent aerial footage. Really working hard to stay ahead of the towboat in order to achieve a wide-angle shot. And there, Mario Pignati out there piloting that towboat to great effect with Manon Coudert.
Very nice image from the drone. You could see her turning in a different angle. Staying around to the drone.
Yes, indeed.
Also for them, maybe it's not that common to have a drone on top of their head.
No, but I mean it's all part of the desire to improve water ski tournament coverage, and certainly Vincent Staldl-Bauer is certainly at the forefront of doing that. Here with this webcast of the San Gervasio Pro-Am Water Ski Championships for 2017.
Let's see, now at 11.25, Manon Coudert on a radar ski.
11.25 meters. Taking a pretty decent hit off number 2. Oh, look at that. Good to go round number 3, keeping the flow going. Oh, excellent skiing there. Manon Coudert, a 6-buoy count, 11.25 meters.
This morning, Manon Coudert, she did a 1 at the 10.75, so let's see if she's able now to improve her results.
And there on the starting dock, waiting her turn. She's just seen Manon Coudert get through 10.75 meters, is eager to do the exact same thing herself. There is Mario Pignati trying his best to smile for the drone camera. Right, so Mario just edging the boat forward, tightening up the tow line. And now that he's done so, we've got Manon Coudert.
10.75 meters.
Yes, indeed, 10.75. Just wants to try and get a little bit further down this pass if she can at all do so. Gets around number 2. And that is all she wrote there. So Manon Coudert, 2 at 10.75 meters, will represent her best total in this round.
1 plus this morning.
Yeah, actually, half a buoy more than this morning. She got 1.5. So, So 2 at 10.75 meters, giving her just a little bit more of a cushion towards the top. And Manon Coudert still in second place. That's where she will stay for the time being, at least before the head-to-head round. And that being the case, in terms of the lead scores, let me see if I can work this out. Alyssa Shevchenova is obviously going to be the top scorer from the lower half seedings. So she is going to be going up against the lowest score out of the top half of the seedings. And whenever you factor in the previous rankings coming into this competition, you would say that Alyssa Shevchenova will be going up against Gina Krueger. Clementine Lucine, therefore, would be going up against Bailey Austin. And Manon Coudert would be going up against Danielle Bennett, thus leaving Alicia Bagnoli to go up against Regina Jaquis. And speaking of Regina Jaquis, that is who is about to take to the water.
Up or down. Did you get the 14 or 15?
Yeah. 13, I guess.
So, the world record holder, yes, indeed, and the current world champion. This is Regina Jaquis.
Now in the water of San Gervasio, Pro Am for us. This morning, one boy at 10:25.
Okay, here comes Regina Jaquis.
Degli amici italiani, Regina Jaquis in acqua in questo momento, la campionessa del mondo, 3 boe a 10,25 per lei. Questa mattina una boa a 10,25 e ha fatto il miglior risultato del San Gervasio Pro Am, quindi è lei che in questo momento detiene il record di questo lago, che l'ha portato via a Manon Coudert, che l'anno scorso sempre al San Gervasio Pro Am fece 0 boa a 10,25.
And making those that pass look exceptionally easy. A 13-meter start, no worries there for Regina Jaquis at all. Could actually complete that pass in a sleep if she was compelled to. So, let's focus in on Regina Jaquis. We've got the drone camera up, giving us some great live footage. All right, Regina Jaquis, 12 meters.
She's actually the only woman that started at 13 meters.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Everyone else has started in on 14.25 meters. Oh, nicely done. And there we go. Regina Jaquis doing a fine job out there. 12 meters coming out of Santa Rosa Beach in Florida, where she actually is and owns a pharmacy shop there, not too far away from Destin. She is a compounding pharmacist, which means that unlike a lot of pharmacies that distribute prepared medications, she is actually in the capacity where she can actually manufacture them herself in rather limited quantities. She can do bespoke medications, so to speak.
She's training there then.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she trains close by at Cory Picos' place. Right there in Santa Rosa Beach. Take a look at Regina Jaquis before she concludes this second round of the WITS competition. Up on top of the water.
Regina Jaquis, 11.25.
It's 11.25 meters. Putting 11.25 meters into the wind means that she has to complete 11.25 with it, but it does give her the added advantage, should she make it that far, of having 10.75 meters into a slight breeze here at San Gervasio. So beautiful pictures from up high. All right, so it is Regina Jaquis coming in. This is going to be 11.25 meters. It's actually 10.75 meters, I beg your pardon. 13, 12, 11, yeah, 10.75 with the slight breeze. My apologies for that. Oh, wow, look at this. Head or tail for Regina Jaquis. She certainly excels out there on the water. Little deep off number 5. All right. Great effort there. Regina Jaquis all the way through. All right. So. Okay, just as a reminder, and this is what Mato Leri said a little bit earlier to me. Now, what's the world women's slalom record? 3. 3.5. Now, if she could get within half a buoy of that, she's going to get some money, some additional funds, courtesy of Jolly Ski. €1,000 on offer if she can actually get within half a buoy of the world record, which is 3.5. And guess who currently holds it?
Exactly. So there are €1,000 on the table now, my friend.
Yes, indeed. But I tell you what, at 10.25 meters, that is easier said than done.
Exactly. Il Jolly Ski ha messo una taglia di €1.000 sulla possibilità di avvicinarsi al record del mondo di 3 boe e mezza a 10,25. Se Regina Jaquis riuscisse a fare mezza boe in meno, si potrebbe avere i $1.000 messi in palio dal Jolly Ski Club.
All right, there. Here we go. in order to make payroll for compounding pharmacy. Let's see if she can get through the entrance gates round Buoy. Oh, look at this. She's in good shape. Oh, look at that. Can she make outside three? Oh, drops the handle. Ladies and gentlemen, great skiing there by Regina Jaquis.
Migliorato ancora il record del lago. 2 poi e mezza, 10,25.
We'll get the score. I believe it's going to be, what is it, 2.5?
Let's see if the judges confirm the result. For half a boy, she missed the €1,000. Let's talk with Mr. Misseri that saved the money. How do you feel that you saved the money, but anyway you got the late record? Well, that's the best of 2 worlds, right? So I well, we didn't say that I was good, but we did to do it in the yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, we also give €1,000 to whoever gets the people that has the 975 in that. For record by this car, so hopefully we'll spend it. Anyway, congratulations, you were able to see at 2 records set by the women. This morning, 1 boy at 20.
Oh, wow.
Always from Regina Jaquis, 2 boy at 10:25. This is something.
Well, yeah, I mean, we definitely improved the late record on the women's side. The late record on the men's side is 1:975. So we'll see. Hopefully that goes down to the goal.
Let's see, guys, let's see. Abbiamo visto che Regina Jaquis ha migliorato il record questa mattina portando a una podium di 25 e ha migliorato ulteriormente. Ha aggredito l'idea di guadagnare €1.000, quindi sono sicuro che mezza boba, comunque ha migliorato il record del lago portando a 2 boy e mezza.
All right, then. So Regina Jaquis really putting on the razzle dazzle there by getting the 2.5 buoys.
So 2 boys at 10:25, Tony, that's true. Not 2.5 what we said, but 2 boys at 10:25 still is a new record on the lake.
Yes, indeed. All right, so 2 at 10.25, and she still has another chance to get the world record because we have how many rounds of head-to-head competition? We got the quarter, semi, and finals. So 3 more rounds of skiing potentially.
Yes, that's true. So we will see a possibility to increase the world record, but still the possibility to get the €1,000.
Yes, indeed. All right, so that concludes round 2 of the women's competition. But now we go into round 2 of the men's competition in just a moment, and we have a rather unusual sight on the dock. One of the first 2 competitors to take to water first is going to be the world record holder, Nate Smith.
Unplug and replug. Unplug the
This one.
cable and plug the
Gina in a good hands with our Carlo Elias that is skiing on after many years with a good ski. Now he turned on to Monte Carlo. Abbiamo sentito l'intervista con Aleco, il boss del Monte Carlo, che ci ha confermato il suo interesse a continuare la produzione e insistere su sciatori pro con la promozione del suo sci. Ci ha detto anche che l'anno scorso Manon che sciava con il Monte Carlo l'ha perso in aeroporto e si è fatto prestare uno, e l'anno scorso ha vinto il Pro Am con Monte Carlo preso in prestito qui direttamente al San Gervasio Pro Am. So Tori, now we are turning to the men round.
Yes, now we turn our attention to the men's competition. This is round number 2.
We have driver?
Yes.
And the power is not down. Oh shit. The power is not down and we don't have the secure. We got driver, so the power is up.
All right, then. So our next next skier about to take to water, first skier out in round 2, Nick Parsons. So Nick Parsons, who earlier on in the competition matched the score of Nate Smith, but not in a good way. As a matter of fact, missed the gates on the 12-meter line, as did Nate Smith. But we'll see if they can get themselves back up to speed. Now, so far as making it through to the next round of the competition, we do have 4 competitors that have already earmarked their future participation. We got Thomas de Gasperi, Will Asher, Brian Detrick, and Brandon Caruso. They will represent the top 4 seeds of the head-to-head portion of the competition. And now we're looking for 4 more skiers to join them. Right, now the boat has arrived. It's made its passes up and down the course. Going to see about getting the camera reinstated for the skier. Okay, for those of you that are tuning in from across the world, you're most certainly welcome. Reminder once again, it's hashtag SGProAm. Hashtag SGProAm. If you are right here on site and you have access to Twitter, or if indeed you're watching us somewhere in the world, let us know what you think of what you're seeing out there. Hashtag SGProAm on Twitter.
Battery are somewhere. Vincent, where can I find the battery? Vincent, tell me where I can find the battery.
How do I take out the SG program? SG program. Yeah. I'm too.
You think this could be a battery for the receiver?
I don't know. I don't know what receiver he put on it.
That one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
I like this.
Oh, it's no problem really. Just... So as we get ready for round 2 of the Pro Men's competition, this is the Repechage round. We've already put 4 competitors through to the head-to-head portion of the event. Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, Will Asher and Thomas De Gasperi. Now we're looking for 4 more competitors to join them. Could it be Benjamin Staldl-Bauer or Jonathan Travers or Cory Vaughn or Tibo Dejon?
Yes.
So Tony, there is a
Yeah.
same thing for men. We will in this competition we have a 1,000 euro from the Jolly Ski Club for anyone who will arrive houseboy before the world record.
Yes, within half a buoy of the world record. Now, those of you out there are probably wondering how much is 1,000 euros in USD. Well, 1,000 euros is about $1,140.
Exactly. So let's see if this amount may call our friend Thomas De Gasperi back in the water.
Hold on, plugging the cable.
Hold on, plug the cable.
You goddamn done. Nick
Hold on
Parsons.
the dog. I'm not planning on stopping this game many times. No, but I mean keep it up. It's good. Everyone is stoked. They like it? They love it. You got the Runoff. Yeah, I saw that. Man, that knick-knack to get that Runoff. Oh, it's tricky. I know 39 off. Like you were low. And then kind of. But then you're not because the person is actually running you're not. Exactly when that corner of the camera is doing some like cancer. And the ball. That was close. I was like, shit. With all those interference, I see the image with 2 seconds delay. So when you think the ball's going to come, don't do that. Come on, Jack. It's like you gotta think 2 seconds earlier. The dog gets close, I'm like, now we stop because it's 2 seconds.
All right, then. Boat making its way back to the dock one more time.
We switch? Get the driver switching. No, but that's stormy. I know it's better to do the nice transition.
But then the right
You
one,
select the driver, you select it, and then you do a nice.
there's too much.
For the ski, you just cut because it needs to go.
Okay.
Get the dog ready, and then nice transition.
Both of these?
Merge or cross. Oh man, it's good too. And then shoreline. You get the shoreline ready.
the two at the same time? I don't know, when you get already your rope up, you shouldn't. It's like,
So you should press both at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't have to press here.
but you press both when you want to take them.
Oh, thank you.
Now you take
All right, then, our first skier out in round 2. This is Nick Parsons.
Not the best.
no, but sometimes Pignati fucks up. He's going to use the skier, so at least you got it. You see it when he's
Now, Nick Parsons, who went in on 13 meters in the first round.
cross. No, I didn't say take the driver. I said driver ready. You mistaken. Dog ready. 3 on red. 3 on red. Cross.
That's too much.
Right, we're going to take a look at Nick Parsons via our action replay.
Yeah, I see Nate just hanging out.
And looked pretty good on the entrance gates for that particular run. And rest assured that he ran that opening pass of 15 meters.
This morning he did a 0 boy at 12.
Yeah, missed the gate. Very, very close, though.
So what do you think? It can be missing the gate. The reason is the warm of the water. The skier ready? Can be for skiers like them that I think it's difficult to miss a gate.
Yeah, I just have a really, really hard time believing that skiers of this caliber can really attribute to missing the gate to the warmth of the water. It just, I could possibly see it, but given the experience of these skiers, I don't find it altogether plausible. All right, here we go. This is Nick Parsons coming into the course. This is going to be the 12-meter line. All right, nicely done. Like what he's doing out there. Right, so through 12 meters. And he should be back on track now. Scored 6 on that line length, but he's still got a lot of catching up to do. I mean, let's have a look at some of the top scores from the round previous to this. Let's take a look at them. Thomas de Gasperi is in the lead with a 4 at 10.25 meters. Brandon Caruso and Brian Detrick and Will Asher all checking in to the next round of the competition with 3 at 10.25 meters. Then we've got Tibo Dejon, Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer all tying for 5th with 2 at 10.25 meters. So there you get a sense within the top 8 competitors what kind of score it's going to take to get to that high echelon.
I was talking this morning with Rando Caruso. He was really desperate because he said also this year I have to compete against Nate Smith. He wouldn't believe that this would happen.
Well, he certainly won't be competing against, well, he could well be competing against Nate Smith, as a matter of fact.
Parsons, 11 meters.
What?
Oh, good effort there. All right, so that was Nick Parsons. That was 11.25 meters, and he had that one on lock. I'm trying. Look.
I talked with Regina Jaquis before. She said that she was upset. It was so close to get the 3. And only the fact that she will be in the water and try again for another 3 times to get this prize. And she will try again tomorrow.
So 10.75 meters now for the man they call the Yeti. Yes, it's Nick Parsons.
3 boys at 10:25 last year. Personal best score. Let's see now.
Oh, look at this, round number 2, keeping the ski pushed outside. Oh, and getting into a little bit of difficulty round number 4, and unfortunately unable to continue on beyond that point. But there you go, it's going to be 3 1/2, 3.5 at 10.75 meters. It's certainly a better score than he achieved in the original first round. But will that be enough to put him in the top 8?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have Nate Smith on the dock. Here San Gervasio is all for him. Signore e signori, l'evento sicuramente inusuale per San Gervasio con Nate Smith in acqua per cercare di migliorare la sua prestazione questa mattina, che si è fermato a 0 boy al 12 perché ha mancato il gate. Parlando con Brando Caruso questa mattina sempre mi raccontava che era disperato perché aveva già in mente che si sarebbe scontrato con Nate Smith, così come fece l'anno scorso. Vediamo cosa è in grado di fare il campione del mondo, world record holder, Nate Smith.
Okay, here comes Nate Smith on the opening pass.
Let's say that also for him there are 1,000 euros cash prize if he gets up 3 boys at 2 boys and a half at 9.75.
Yes, indeed.
Easy pass for Nate Smith at 13 meters line.
Yeah, he's certainly well accomplished there.
Vincent, il record del mondo maschile.
2.5 and 9.75.
So,
Anche in questo caso c'è la parte del Jolly Skis Club, 1.000 euro se qualcuno riesce ad avvicinarsi al record del mondo maschile, che è di 2 boa e mezza, 9,75 di un signore che è in questo momento in acqua aspettando di passare il 12, e se lui riuscisse ad arrivare a 2 boe, quindi mezza boa in meno del record del mondo, si porterebbe a casa il premio $1.000 messi in palio dal Jolly Ski School. So there is a race in a race. What do you think, Tony?
yep, it's certainly do or die time for Nate Smith so far as he's concerned. Certainly anything more than 6 on 13 meters is going to put him higher up on the in the pecking order.
Here he is, Nate Mick back at 12 meters line on his B3 ski.
Oh, nicely done. And continuing to roll, and nicely done from Nate Smith.
Nate Smith, that I guess you saw so many times in the States.
Oh yeah, I've seen him quite a bit. Really pushing pushing slalom out to its outer boundaries, so to speak, riding on that D-free slalom, and has already won pretty much everything there is to win so far as slaloming is concerned. Almost every current professional water ski slalom competition he's held the title for. So now to be 11.25 meters.
Come per le donne, anche per gli uomini ci sono questo 1000 euro in palio e vedremo se questa gara nella gara darà un senso a questa competizione di Nate Smith.
All right, 11.25 meters. We got live and exclusive drone shots with of Nate Smith out there on the water. Looking absolutely superb out there on the water. No two ways about it. Getting all around all 6 buoys. 11.25 meters.
Getting close to the Krueger.
Mm-hmm. Getting a little bit closer to where he needs to be. And right there on the starting dock is Tyler Jager. Waiting his turn to make his way out onto water. All right. Now we've got Nate Smith.
10.25 for him.
10.75 meters it is. All right, here we go. Done. Continuing to roll from side to side. This is 10.75 meters. Ah, yeah, look at him go. 10.75 meters, the way it should be run. He certainly knows how to recover. All right, so far as Nate Smith is concerned, that is going to be 6 at 10.75 meters. He's by no means done quite yet. But with that score, Nate Smith has vaulted himself up to 12th place. And he can get 9th place if he can go beyond 1. He can actually get, if he can get past 2, that would put him up into 5th place. Meaning that he could potentially be in a matchup against Will Asher this early on in the competition.
Weather condition with headwind for next week. Mr. Nate Smith at 10.25.
All right, here we go. This is 10.25 meters. Anything more than 3 will put him in good contention. Oh, there we go. Round number 1. Good shot. Round that number 2. Excellent number 3. He's in good rhythm here at 10.25 meters. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 10.25 meters. Oh, wow. I've tried.
remember that last year, May and Peter, they did one at 9.75.
I've tried to get
But
that.
this year, next
It doesn't
boat
want to.
will has a value for Nate because if you get on the second buoy, you earn 1,000 euros. So he now is the leader of this round, of this competition actually, because
He's just absolutely blown the competition wide open.
exactly, and Mr. Thomas De Gasperi is now second with the four boys at 10.25. Now let's see what Mr. Nate is able to do at 9.75. Abbiamo visto Nate passare il 10.
Here we go.
All right then. So, current world record is 2.5 at 9.75 meters. If he can get round 2, then he's earned himself 1,000 euros. Oh, easier said than done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 6 at 10.25 meters. That is Nate Smith. So good effort there from Nate Smith, a 6.
Can we see again, Tony? Can we see again for our friends?
No. Okay, so it was just a scratch competition where the leader could actually change between now and the end. Nate Smith would have the top score and thus the lead. But because the nature of our head-to-head format, the top 4 positions have already been claimed by Thomas De Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher. But I would have to say that the Nate Smith has probably given us the strongest indication of staying in 5th place with that score of 6 at 10.25 meters. And that basically means that if none of the top 4 changes between Thomas De Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher, then one of the pairings is going to be Will Asher versus Nate Smith.
Exactly, Tony. Nate non ce l'ha fatta arrivare sulla 2. Tell me, is it possible to see what has happened? To see again at the 9.75? No way. We see Nate back on the dock. Fixing some boys on the course. And Mr. Jager Tyler from USA is on the dock now. He's also skiing on a D3 ski. And this morning he did 5.5 at 11.25. So it's unbelievable that Nate Smith, whatever comes here, at least in San Gervasio, is always passing this 10.25. All the tournaments.
Yeah, he's certainly the picture of a consistency.
what he did in at the Swiss ski school. What he did.
Got 2.5 and 9, but it didn't get him more leading.
This skier, Tyler, Jager Tyler is one of the few skiers from California.
Yep.
From Pismo Beach, California.
I quickly go to the judge tower to figure out something.
And he coaches Terry Winter, Matt Brown.
Yep, trains with two absolute legends in the sport of slaloming, Marcus Brown, Terry Winter.
They are two. In the Pismo Beach.
No, sono solo letto questo mix. Sì, ma la finale è letto. Calcola tutti quelli che aprivo, tutti gli amatori. Ok, ciao.
All right, so the skier coming up next should be Tyler Jager. Then we'll have Martin Bartowski, Robert Pigozzi, Stephen Neveu, and so on and so forth.
Skiing after Nate Smith, and this must push him a little bit forward to this final half. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a tall order for Tyler Jager to get to that high echelon, but you have to start somewhere, I suppose.
It won't be too easy, I imagine, to be in the water after Nate Smith.
I don't think anything beyond 11.25 meters is considered easy.
Correct.
Good? Okay.
There we are again. Mr. Tyler Jager, 13 meters line.
All right, here we go. Yeah, certainly looked pretty easy from the get there with Tyler Jager.
And tomorrow you said that the competition they will get into the water with a 12 meters line, starting from 12 meters.
Yes, for the men it's going to be 12 meters. For the women it's going to be 13.
Technically, Lutz told me that Regina's gonna ask me at the length of the rope, and if I say like I wanna start at 14, then she has to start at 14.
Si entrerà domani in acqua
That's what Lutz
con la corda 12 metri per gli uomini e 13 metri per le donne.
Here we go, Tyler.
Tyler Jager. This is the 12-meter run. Keeping some good constant angle going across course. Like what he's doing. That is Tyler Jager. 12 meters. Certainly needs to catch up a little bit. All right, then, here we go. Tyler Jager, ready with 13 and 12 meters under his belt. This is now 11.25. Whipping that ski round under his body and just keeping the flow going, keeping his shoulders up. Just hooking up with the line and then going cross course as if he's done it a few times before. There you go. That is Tyler Jager.
Hi, Tyler.
Right, this is 10.75 meters. Let's see if he could keep a good tight line into his entrance gates. Good strong pull off number one into two. But unfortunately getting a little bit caught up on number three and unable to progress more than 2.5 for that particular score. So that was Tyler Jager there, and he'll be heading in towards the dock. Or rather towards the shoreline, I beg your pardon. Whilst the boat goes in a slightly different path. Okay, so Tyler Jager looks like it's going to be, what is it, 2½ at 10.75 meters. You got 5½ at 11. Tyler Jager does move up a little bit from his current position of 17th all the way to 16th. So the likelihood of him making it through to the next round of the competition, not all that good at this time. All right. This is Martin Bartowski of Slovakia. That is fun.
Two boys at 10.75 this morning for Martin Bartowski. Let's see now. What is his position currently, Tony? You have
Yes, so far as his position in the tournament goes, Martin Bartowski is actually in a tie with Tyler Jager for the same position. It's with 2½ at 10.75 meters, puts him in 16th tied right now.
so what is the minimum score he needs to be?
Whenever you're ready. Let it be.
I mean, in terms of making it towards the top, well, obviously, if he can get as close to Nate Smith's position, that would be great. But to at least get into some close reckoning, he's got to score around about 2 at 10.25 meters to really give himself a good shot in the arm in that regard. Yep, that would definitely appear to be the case. There we go. This is Martin Bartowski.
Vengono bene anche la Regina, ti vengono proprio bene. Bravo. Comunque se poi incontri e parli un po' con tutti, sono tutti esseri umani come noi.
Sono fantastici, guarda, veramente. Senta, chi è lei che sta dentro?
So, as we continue to roll on in the second round of men's competition, we're going to continue on with Martin Bartowski, looking for substantially more than what he had in the round previous to this.
Here we go.
All right, so here we go. This is Martin Bartowski. Martin Bartowski with 13, with 12. That was 11.25 meters.
The microphone is too loud.
What can I do?
That one.
What can I do?
Ale.
Good effort there. All right, then. So, Alessandro, bringing you back up to speed. We've got Martin Bartowski, who's run 10.75 meters. And is now going to come back at 10.25 meters. And he's well aware of what he needs to put him in a position where he could make it through to the next round of the competition. He needs something around the range of 2 or 3 buoys. Martin Bartowski scored 2.5 in the previous round, and we'll see what he can do here and now.
10.25 for him.
Yes, indeed. He's round number 1, gets the good hookup. Round number 2. Oh, and he just dropped the handle round number 2. Certainly gave it a good college try, as they say. He could end up being in the next round of the competition among the pairings. As a matter of fact, his 1.5 score at 10.25 meters currently puts him in 10th place right now.
That means he's out.
If what I'm reading is correct, then yeah. Because there are skiers that have produced the scores higher than that. I mean, we got Tibo Dejon, Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer all scoring 2 at 10.25 meters. And we know that Nate Smith is through to the next round. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He got 6 at 10.25 meters. That currently puts him top of the leaderboard when you take every score into consideration without taking the rule regarding pairings into consideration, where the top 4 skiers out of round 1 are guaranteed top seeding for the head-to-head portion of the event. In which case, Thomas de Gasperi, Brando Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher occupy the top 4 spots. And then you would look beyond that and you would actually see Nate Smith in 5th place with his best score of 6 at 10.25 meters. And given the way that head-to-head matchups are constructed, with the best score, with the best competitor going against the worst competitor out of the 8, and working towards each other, it would seem at this early stage that Nate Smith has earned himself a quarterfinal matchup against Will Asher.
Abbiamo intervistato Nate Smith, soprattutto complimentandoci per la prestazione fantastica, come al solito sa fare lui, passare questo 10-25 in maniera facile. E abbiamo chiesto qual è stato il motivo per cui ha lasciato il gate a 12 questa mattina, immaginando possibili problemi tecnici, calore dell'acqua e quant'altro. Invece ha semplicemente risposto che ha sbagliato. E inoltre abbiamo notato sul pontile che malgrado l'errore.
All right, now next competitor is Robert Pagozzi. Robert Pagozzi of the Dominican Republic, skiing out of the Catalina facility, not too far outside San Domingo, but spending a good portion of his summers right here in Italia.
4 boys at 10.75 for him this morning.
Yeah, it made that one certainly look pretty darn easy. And Robert Pigozzi, 4 at 10.75 meters earlier on in the competition, and he knows full well what's needed to make it through to the next round of the competition. The men in this event don't have the luxury of knowing that they've already secured themselves a spot in the last round where the head-to-head matchups are. We have to eliminate some skiers out of the 17 that we've got on this list.
So Tony, tell me one thing that maybe also our fan they want to hear. How it works when a skier like Robert Pigozzi is behind and the father is a driver. It can be happen this, or there is a kind of a rule that the father and son they can never stay together.
There are conflicts of interest rules in most national governing body jurisdictions so far as water skiing is concerned. I don't think anything is codified at a IWWF level, but I certainly know that it is a rule within AWSA tournaments in the United States.
So it might happen that father and son are driving and skiing.
Well, actually, this is Chad Scott at the wheel.
Mario Pigozzi is also a driver here.
Yes, he is, but he has no direct involvement in the men's portion of the event. So, Chad Scott there, driving Robert Pigozzi. He's run through 12 meters.
Robert Pigozzi on his reflex ski. Best performance for him, 4 at 10.5.
All right then, folks. For those of you out there in the Twitter sphere, why not get in touch with us and leave us your comments? Hashtag SG Pro-Am. That's hashtag SG Pro-Am for the San Gervasio Pro-Am Twitter hashtag. Hashtag SG Pro-Am, and tweet us with your comments. All right, let's see if we've got any more come through.
So let's say again that the towboat is a Malibu 6000cc 409 horsepower, completely new model, 2017, new hull, a very little spray.
All right, so 11.25 meters. He's got to get this one to go.
Malibu response.
Oh, nicely done. 11.25 meters. He's always makes slalom skiing at this stage look very, very hard.
Here in front of us, our friend Vincent Staldl-Bauer that is playing with his drone. He's actually trying to follow the skiers. Let's see if you can also see something from the drone. You guys got a picture?
Yes.
All right, then. Looks like one of our Twitter followers has put a message there. Anu Rittinen, who comes to us out of Finland, missing the live action from the jury tower as previous years, but nice to see live webcast. Hashtag SG Pro-Am. Thank you very much indeed there, Anu.
Here it is, Robert Pigozzi, 10.75.
All right, he really needs to get all 6 buoys on this pass. And look at his gate shot. Round number 1. Look at him go. Oh, nicely settled into number 2. He's left foot forward, which means he can cranked the living snot out of its 1-3-5 side turn as he tried to do there, but the ski going over the line, and that is all she wrote for Robert Pignati. Looks like it's going to be 4 1/2, 4.5 buoys there for him. Pretty much had that pass going on. 4.5 at 10.75 meters. Doesn't really do anything for him in terms of moving up in the pecking order. In fact, keeps him around about 15th place right now.
Yes, you're right, very right. Only half a point more than this morning. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Steven.
All right, next competitor up from Canada, Stephen Neveu.
Stephen Neveu this morning did a 5 and 25 at the 10.75.
I'm on yours, sir.
He almost passed the 10.75, but he made a mistake at the end of the course. Neveu Stephen is skiing on a radar ski from Canada.
Stay on you. Can't see the skier.
Neveu response.
Looking in very good shape. You can almost reach out and touch the spray with this camera view from up top. And there we go. That is Stephen Neveu as he works his way towards the end of the lake, having run 30 meters with the opening salvo in this second and final round of competition.
And Tony, as far as you know, Stephen Neveu is skiing in the States or in Canada?
Kind of switches between one and the other. I think he mainly skis in Canada ever since he graduated from Arizona State University, where he skied quite successfully as a collegiate water ski athlete.
You remember where about in Arizona? Where about in the States he was skiing?
When he was in Arizona skiing, he would go at Crystal Lake Estate, which is a little ways outside Phoenix. But
I'd like to say hello to our friends over there then.
yeah, it's. I think they've definitely woken up in the majority of the United States right now, given that it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, at least 6 hours back. So 10 a.m. on the eastern seaboard. Here comes the Stephen Neveu of Canada. This is 12 meters.
Stephen Neveu is the only skier here today from Canada. So
Yes, the sole representative in this event. And a good effort there from Stephen Neveu.
12 meters line.
Huh?
Let's say hello to our friends in Canada and
Not
have
that
a
much.
nice
Like,
water
at the end, I
ski
had to
day over
switch the
there
other one because it was broken.
while we are here.
All the seniors and breaks of fly so quick. Just taking off.
So Tony, let's say the 8th place is set at what length now?
Okay, let me give you the 8th spot. Actually, there is a 4-way tie for 6, which will go all the way down from 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So there is a distinct possibility that that the final spots may actually be subject to a runoff. Let's have a look and see what Stephen Neveu can produce here with this next pass. He's gone through 13 and 12. This is now 11. Looking very strong out there. One of our taller skiers in this event, so he definitely has a height advantage to work with.
So it still is a 2 at 10.25, the 8th place. You get the 8th place.
Yeah, to get in 8th place, I mean, you would need to score around about that type of on that type of length. I mean, let's bear in mind that Thomas de Gasperi is already through to the next round of the competition with 4 at 10.25, and then we got Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher with 3 at 10.25. They have all made it through to the next round of the competition with the top 4 seeds. It's just filling the other spots that's going to be our major concern. And looking pretty good, looking pretty strong is Nate Smith with 6 at 10.25 meters. And as speculated, that would mean that he would meet Will Asher in the quarterfinals. A little bit earlier than scheduled, but we'll see how that pales out.
I think Brando Caruso is a one.
Could be.
Predestinated. Per i nostri ascoltatori italiani abbiamo l'8º posto, che è quello che conta in questo momento per accedere alla seconda parte della gara, e il risultato di 2 boe a 10 e 25 per poter essere tra i primi 8.
All right, look at this. This is Stephen Neveu. It's at 10.75 meters. Tries to get the good hook up on number 3. A little bit slow off for number 4 and even slower off 5, but manages to get round number 6. Can he? Oh, and he misses the exit gate, which means it's going to be 6 buoys and no continuation, I think, or 5.5 or no continuation.
Same result as this morning, probably. He didn't pass the 10.75, so he's out of the second part of the race.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be 5.5. Stephen Neveu, 5.5 at 10.75 meters, which will actually keep him in about 14th place right now. He only increased by his previous total by 1/4 of a buoy. Consistent skiing, but not consistently high enough, unfortunately, there for Stephen Neveu. All right, next competitor to go, if this list holds true, it's going to be Sasha Deskin. All right, here's Sasha Deskin. This is a 30-meter opener. And shouldn't have any problems at all running that particular pass. So Chad Scott there driving and looking pretty good.
He has to improve the results of this morning, because this morning he did a 1 at 10.25.
Yes, and as good as that score is on a normal occasion, it's not going to be near enough for him to get close to progressing to the head-to-head section of the competition. We're looking for 8 total skiers. We've already confirmed 4 of them from round number 1. As I mentioned, Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher. Nate Smith has, I believe, given himself the best possible chance of being one of those 8 by skiing 6 at 10.25 meters. And speculation as to whom he'll be skiing against in the next round. And I believe, having taken this into further consideration, that it's not going to be Will Asher, but it'll probably be Brando Caruso, as he had an inferior rankings list score coming into this event, which means that he goes lower on the pecking order in the top 4, and thus he will meet the best skier from those trying to make it in, which in this case is going to be Nate Smith. All right, there we go. That is skier on the water. That is Sasha Deskun. 11.25 meters. Yes, indeed. That's absolutely right. He came in on 13 meters, come back at 12. 11.25 meters is imminent. Unless, of course, he decided to opt up and didn't tell us. But I don't think he's prepared to entertain that option at this point.
So he needs to go all the way up to the third buoy at 10.25, as actually he did on May this year in the United States. He did his best score of 2017 to be able to stay within the first 8 skiers.
That would be a reasonable assumption. As far as he can get on 10.25 meters, anything beyond 2 would certainly be a bonus for him. If he can get into the realm of 3 or 4, it's certainly going to strengthen his case even more. Oh, yes. Good determined skiing there from Sasha Deskun. 13.12 and now 11.25 meters under his belt. He's now going to have 10.75 meters to contend with.
We have 2 skiers from France. Him, and the other one is our friend. Sasha is skiing on a Connelly ski.
Hang on. Let me shut down and... Hold on a second, I'm just going to restart when we get to a certain point.
After him. Why? For the reasons?
Yeah. We'll see if that works. All right. Still got a lot of skiing to come. Got Mato Leri getting ready on the dock. Just a quick reminder that after about 9 skiers, we are going to put some fuel in the boat. Fill it up to halfway. As we continue on. 10.75 meters. He needs this pass. Good extension around buoy number 1. Holds his angle and his aggression. Oh, and round number 3, and just couldn't get into a sustained rhythm off number 2. But that is Sasha Deskun with a 2 1/2 at 10.75 meters. Puts him as high as 11th right now. But that would mean that he would not make it through to the next round of the competition if that score for him holds out for that placement. So Francis Sasha Deskun is 2 1/2, 10.75 meters. Next skier to go is going to be Matteo Leri. And just as a reminder again, hashtag SGProAm. Hashtag SGProAm. And we will try and put your comments on the air, so to speak. And we'll... Here we go. This is Matteo Leri.
The Leri skiing on his water ski lanes. That's this morning. Under pressure also for the organization of the competition. But this morning he was able to cope with all that, and he did a good 1 at 10:25. But as we said, probably that result is not enough to get into the second part of the competition.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He certainly needs a lot more than what he's produced right now in this competition. Matteo Leri. All right, Matteo Leri, this is 12 meters. And making it look very, very easy indeed. 12 meters, Matteo Leri, who has been working his socks off here to get this event ready for a great cadre of international competitors from all across the world. He's even trying to provide some greater incentive for those competitors to shoot for the stars and get to within striking distance of the world record in either the women's or men's division.
He said we just interview a little bit Sasha Deskuns, as all the others pros. He's very fair. He said it was his mistake, and he couldn't deal with that. But the level, he said, is so high in this competition that it can happen. That you can reach the, let's say, the final, even if you pass the 10:75. Per i nostri amici italiani abbiamo intervistato Sasha e ci ha confermato come tutto il resto gli altri pro che la colpa è solo sua se non è riuscito a passare, andare oltre il risultato di questa mattina e niente, quindi non ha accampato scuse.
And at the helm of that towboat, Chad Scott to bring it in. Matteo Leri, 11.25 meters. Dropping in hard off number one, trying to keep the ski out ahead of him, but well in control. Good reach around number 4, number 5, and number 6. Looking very, very strong from start to finish. That is Matteo Leri, and now he has a chance and an opportunity to get clean through 10.75 meters. Now, in his position right now, he's currently lying in 12th with 1 at 10.25 meters. So he's obviously looking to get a little bit more out of this this set. And certainly if he can get within the realm of 3 buoys, it will certainly strengthen his case for further participation in this event.
Slightly tailwind now for him because he needs to pass this and to go a little bit farther down with the 10-25.
Yeah, he's certainly paced it out to where he has a slight tail breeze behind him, which will leave him, should he run it, a chance to run 10.25 meters with the more advantageous wind direction.
Exactly, on his HO is a good friend. In the water, Matteo Leri. Here it is. 10.75 for him.
All right, here we go. 10.75 meters. Let's see if he can jump on this. It is an exceptional start. Whoa, wow, man. And that ski just bit the big one off number 2. Just couldn't really get it to go. And Matteo Leri looks like it's going to be 1.5 at 10.75 meters, which keeps him in 12th spot. All right, next competitor up is Carlo Elias.
The two Italian guys close each other. Elias, as we heard from the Monte Carlo boss, he's skiing this year with a Monte Carlo, and a lot of pressure on top of this, and he hope that he will find the right ski to do this today. This morning.
All right, so Carlo Elias. He knows the task that's facing him. He's got 1 at 10.25 meters already in the bag from the first round, but he needs at least a couple of buoys more, or at least a buoy and a half more, I would say, to put himself in the frame for making it through to the next round of the competition.
Yeah, exactly. Same story as from Matteo Leri.
Oh, yeah.
Meters line for Carlo Elias on a Monte Carlo ski behind the well-known Malibu response.
Oh, yeah. Good effort so far. And he seems to have found his rhythm out there, no problem at all. And as you mentioned, one of our sponsors, Malibu, let's mention the rest. No, this one. All right, so sponsors being Barca, Ferranini, Malibu Boats, Jolie Water Ski School, and we also have additional support by Radar Skis, Syndicate by HO, Reflex, Aquaflyer, and El Villero. All right, so we're on 12 meters there for Carlo Elias. Round number 1, it gets a good tight line. Continuing to roll. One, two, three, four, 5, and indeed number 6. Got got it.
Elias, best score in 2017, 1.5 at 10.
Okay, I'll do it.
Point 25. That means today, if you want to pass this round, you need something more than what he did
Next time.
Okay, I got you.
Said, at least 1 point more than what he did, 1.5. So 2.5 to get to the second part of the competition. Carlo Elias is mainly skiing in Recetto, in the midway between Milan and Turin.
Uh-huh.
And
He does work as an architect as well.
yes, it's correct. And
So he definitely appreciates attention to detail.
exactly what you were saying this
Like his
morning.
podcast.
So now we're at 11.25 meters. The rope doesn't even reach the buoy at this point. So pretty much to stay in contention, he's got to run through this and the next pass and then deep into the one after that. Oh, look at this. Nicely done. Good to go. I like what I'm seeing there from Carlo Elias at 11.25 meters. And Chad Scott still doing a brilliant job out there behind the wheel of that Malibu TXI.
Yeah, Carlo Elias' best score this year was actually on this water at in San Gervasio. In the beginning of June, he did 1.5 at 10.25. So he should remember what he did and copy now.
All right, so we have got some activity around the dock area. Or maybe not too much. We've got Carlo Elias on the water at 10.75 meters. And whomever is around the dock area is desperately seeking shade. Maybe they're not expecting to get out onto the water straight away because they know the kind of skier that Carlo Elias is. Round number 1 and number 2. Oh, trying to hook up off number 3. Looking to go at 10.75 meters. Slashing and almost rearing up too much and just managing to rodeo that one out of the slalom course.
Strong and tough rodeo, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Not easy. Keep the handle in your hands when you get this type of turn. So now there is a 10.25. So now this is a pass.
Yeah, this is where he's got to make some serious inroads here. He's got to get, I would say, more than 2. More than 2 will definitely strengthen his claim to make it through to the next round of the competition. Let me see where we are so far as our scores are concerned. We've got pretty much everyone's inputted in except for those that have yet to ski naturally. But in terms of raw score, I would say that Nate Smith is in the lead, and then you've got Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher. At least from Thomas to Will, they're already through to the next round, the first round. The top 4 from there represents the top 4 seeds in the head-to-head brackets, and then we're just filling up spaces from 5th all the way down through to 8th. So we're looking for 4 more competitors. Will Carlo Elias be one of them?
Yes, and the Monte Carlo ski.
Oh, off balance there into number 1. He's really working hard and gets to buoy number 2. Oh. It's going to be touch and go here. We're going to see what 2 at 10.25 does to him. It moves him up to 6th place.
So he did his seasonal record
Yeah.
to get this position. Very good for Carlo Elias.
Okay, now, this is the situation with Carlo Elias, okay? He is in 6th place right now because he got 2 at 10.25 meters here, and he has a backup score already with 1 at 10.25 meters. So that puts him ahead of those skiers who have actually gotten 2 at 10.25 meters in the first round that didn't make it through into the top 4.
Sembra di sì, sesto. Per i nostri amici italiani, Carlo Elias con questo risultato dovrebbe aver ottenuto il 6º posto, quindi è in. Carlo Elias, he is in.
Okay, but still got a few skiers remaining, so we're not all the way confirmed with that yet. He's got 2 at 10.25 meters. He is currently in 6th place. We still got Tibo Dejon, Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, and we might even see an appearance from Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher. Wouldn't surprise me if they didn't go ski, but we do know that Tibo, Cory, Jonathan, and Benjamin will definitely make an appearance out there. They're going to have to if they harbour any desire to make it through to the next round of the competition. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm looking here right now, and I'm seeing, obviously, as Nate Smith with 6 at 10.25 meters, you know, all bar the shouting, he's through to the next round of the competition. He's in 5th place right now. Then Carlo Elias is in 6th. And it's really going to be truly a battle between Tibo, Cory, Jonathan, and Benjamin at this point. And, of course, Carlo Elias, you throw him into the mix as well. All right, then. We'll continue on with the webcast in just a few moments with the second round of a competition in this, the San Gervasio Pro-Am. And we will be right back with some more great skiing, so do not go away.
So Tony, you said there are 4 skiers for 3 places, more or less.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, because Nate Smith, 6 at 10.25 meters. Let's be realistic here. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Okay, welcome back, folks, who have returned to the webcast of the San Gervasio Pro-Am. My name is Tony Lightfoot, radio presenter at Eagle 98.1 WDGL in Baton Rouge, of a show called The Overnight Invasion, which airs every night from midnight until 5:30 a.m. on a 100 kilowatt rock station broadcasting all over the Baton Rouge area of South Louisiana. And you can also listen to me online as well by going to eagle981.com and clicking on the link that says listen to whatever show is being aired at that time. All right, so got Tibo Dejon about to hit the water in just a few moments. Then we got Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer.
tend to your peanut after. I need to charge this.
It's in one of those bags there.
Now I do.
I went to the left one. You do Tibo. I was gonna say just which one.
Next to Tibo.
All right, so Tibo Dejon now.
Did you restart it for the replay?
Yeah, hold on. We're trying. Okay, so there was a Tibo Dejon running his opening pass.
Second skier with a Connelly ski.
Okay. I'm going to take the replay from that shoreline camera. It seems to work better.
He did 2 at 10:25 this morning.
Okay, and so a 2 at 10.25 meters this morning. Currently putting himself in a four-way tie for 7th place with Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer.
Watch out the judge, watch out the judge. Judge out of the camera, please.
Looking very, very smooth. Going across course, nicely done. Can't see much fault with that at all. Good effort. So a 12-meter run for Tibo Dejon. So getting a good angle and good rotation off the wakes, good separation away from the boat.
Tibo Dejon is a 3-event skier, and is one that is able to ski 3 boys at 10:25.
And at least on a couple of occasions, Tibo Dejon has managed to win the national men's overall championship at the Collegiate Water Ski Nationals. in the and also the European Champions as well. The one overall title that has eluded him up to this point, the World Championship, and he'll get a chance to compete for that this upcoming September in Paris, France. And hopefully we'll be there. Let's see what Tibo Dejon can produce right here and now. Oh, getting into all kinds of shape there, Tibo Dejon. Oh, nicely done there from Tibo.
11 meters line fast for Tibo Dejon.
Yep, good. And just looking at him off number one into number two, certainly making sure that he's got good contact with both hands on the handle, well into his edge change. Certainly one of the best and primary skills that a short line slalom skier learns is to maintain a good handle control off that second wake into the pre-turn, allowing the ski to cast itself out wide, which Tibo Dejon is certainly a master at. Pretty good overall package, I would say.
But now what it is something more than 2 at 10.25.
Absolutely. What we also need is some more tweets. We'll get that Twitter hashtag up for you in just a moment. For you guys and girls watching at home and also listening and watching along the shore side. Oh, continuing to roll from one side of the course to the next. Oh, a big hit there off number 4. Even bigger off number 5, and he's still able to adjust. Good effort there. That is Tibo Dejon.
As our French friends would say, incroyable.
Yes, indeed. Incredible stuff there from Tibo Dejon, as we'll endeavour to get an action replay on that particular effort there from Tibo. And here it comes. Modern technology allowing us to do this frame by frame. Just take a look at his gate shot. This is a really strong example of some disciplined skiing there from Tibo Dejon. Little over the tip of his ski, but he manages to raise his shoulders off the second wake. And just look at that approach into number 1. Keeping that second hand on the handle as he makes his way out. A little bit of coach's clicker here. And he made his way off number 1 all the way around number 6. And we'll see if we can pick apart some slaloming before the end of this second round. Just so you guys out there in watching us on your cell phones or your tablets or your desktops or even that big old plasma screen that you got in your living room. We'll definitely appreciate more what it takes to be a high-level slalomer. And here we go. This is Tibo Dejon, and does he make it outside number 3? Not quite. But here is the real kicker here. With that score from Tibo Dejon of 2 at 10.25 meters, that actually puts him in 6th place. That moves Carlo Elias down 1 place to 7th. So, all on his own, because that he has 2 scores at 2 at 10.25 meters, he puts himself in 6th place behind Nate Smith at this point in the proceedings. I'm sure he's probably already worked it out in his head, but Tibo Dejon has certainly put himself in a position where he could be skiing tomorrow in the head-to-head pairings. Now it's relatively simple. At this point in the proceedings, Cory Vaughn, Jonathan Travers, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer are all tied for 8th place at this point. The potential for a runoff is extremely imminent.
Last round doesn't matter anymore. If there's a tie, we go round. If there's... Okay, so now we have 0 and 9. 6, 4, 3. Oh, okay, sorry. Round 2. 6, 2, 2. Okay. So, if there's another 2, if there's, yeah, 2 more 2s is runoff. But to determine, yeah.
2, you're gonna run off more than 2, you're sure?
Well, as of right now, no. Like, well, how many are left? 4. Oh, no, 3, right. So, 3 for sure you're in. 2 potential runoff. But as far as like second round, it doesn't matter anymore. It only matters if there's like a 5th and 6th, and you have to determine which seed on the head-to-head.
Yeah. All right, so coming in, Cory Vaughn, who comes to us from the state of Virginia, specifically the city of Bumpus.
Also for him, 1 boy and 1 at 10.25 this morning.
Actually, I believe it was a 2 at 10.25 meters.
2, exactly 2. 2 boys at 10.25 this morning.
Looking in a pretty good shape, and he's really trying to put the heat on the remaining competitors to go in this round. Jonathan Travers and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, both of those competitors also scoring 2 at 10.25 meters. And it's going to be a little bit of a hard task to determine who's made it through to the head-to-head round and who's going to be on the outside looking in. It'll probably be safe to say at this point that Nate Smith has made it through to the next round of the competition, lying in 5th place at the moment.
Yes, because you said that they are, it depends on what they did in the first round.
Yeah.
So they're so close to each other, the skiers, that it's not a...
Yeah, there's a certain parity involved with these competitors at this high level of competition. You know, it's just really amazing to see. Here we go. This is Cory Vaughn.
12 meters long for him.
Yep, this is 12. And there is Cory Vaughn.
And a rather ski for him.
Yep. Little bit of an aerial edge change into buoy number 1, but it seems like every other turn that he's completed seems to be on the money. Good cross-course angle, good hook up off number 2. And just nicely stretched out into number 3. And there being a right foot forward skier, absolutely pummels number 4 to keep everything moving forward. And at this point, he had 12 meters in the bag, so we'll stipulate to the point that he runs that pass. Now he's going to go 11.25 meters.
Cory Vaughn at 11.
All right, here we go. Here comes Cory Vaughn. Last name pronounced like Robert Vaughn, the actor. All right, here we go. Oh, nicely done. Liking what I'm seeing there out of Cory. Take a look at the action replay, and always a good indicator of whether a pass is going to go according to plan is the gate shot, and Cory Vaughn seems to have really worked on keeping his shoulders up through the entrance gates, and he's tends to be more about balance and free fluidity on his slalom ski rather than being all-out aggressive. That's not to say that he isn't prepared to get down and dirty when it becomes necessary, but at this early stage in the game, 11.25 meters, he can certainly take a few lesser risks and still run the pass. And we'll continue on with 10.75 meters. Cory Vaughn.
Cory Vaughn, the skier that last year he was able to run one at 9.75.
Oh, yes. Certainly has that potential. Here he comes. Entrance gates, buoy number 1. Needs this. Round number 2. Keeps it going. Can't afford to be too passive out there on the slalom course. Look at it go. Round number 1. Oh, look at... Oh! Almost got broken over into number 6. How on earth he survived that? I do not know.
Grande prova per lui sulla 6. Ha tenuto un tirone che l'ha portato comunque a chiudere il 10.75.
Wow, that was some high excitement there towards the end for Cory Vaughn. Almost ate it into number 6 at 10.75 meters. And by eating it, I mean coming up out the water with bits of buoy around your teeth. A remarkable run from Cory. See if we could bring this up a little bit here. Got into a little bit of a difficult situation off of number 5, and wow, coming off number 5, just dipping his head and almost completely losing it into number 6, but just about making it. And now it's going to be 10.25 meters. If he could get some separation beyond 2 buoys, then that will definitely strengthen his hand. Here he comes. Oh, and he's not even... Whoa, does he get round number 2? Oh! And man alive. He got round the 2, but he also would like to keep his arms beyond this tournament. Let's give it up for him, folks. That is Cory Vaughn.
He really tried his best to keep the rope in his hand.
Yes, indeed. Wow. Can you imagine the amount of pounds per square inch that he had to endure?
Grande prova per Cory Vaughn, che ha provato tutto quello che aveva a disposizione per cercare di fare qualcosa in più di 2 boe 10.25.
All right then. Okay, so I'm looking here. Under the assumption that he scored 1.5. Just looking at the officials, is that 1.5? 1. Okay, let's go back to the replay on this because yeah, I know. Hang on a second. Okay, so we're going to go to the replay here. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Broken over the waist now, almost completely upright. Does he get the ski outside number 2? Wow. Definitely a matter of perspective. It's tough call there whether to say that ski actually made it outside of the buoy. But you can definitely argue for your viewpoint either way there for Cory Vaughn. But he certainly had a tough time out there, to say the least. All right, then. So that is 1 at 10.25 meters. That definitely puts a whole new perspective, a whole new complexion to this competition. All right, good opening first pass there for Jonathan Travers. Take a look at this. Have a look at least of first a few buoys at 13 meters.
Also for him at 2 boys at 10:25 this morning. So he's another one. He's another skier that has to do something more than 2 at 25.
Oh yeah, and just looking at Jonathan Travers, yeah, he scored 2 at 10.25. And just looking at his technique going into his 2-4-6 side, definitely the word that I would use going into his 2-4-6 side is containment, to where he's not really looking to try and crank too much out of his 2-4 side because he is left foot forward, but rather just trying to maintain his direction away from the boat and trying not to let the boat pull him over too much into a turn that he would have a hard time recovering from if he tried to overpower it.
Jonathan Travers at 12 meters left.
All right, 12 meters it is. Oh, yes, and 12 meters. Looking sweet as. All right, so now Jonathan Travers still got at least or so away from making it through to the next round of the competition. Oh my word! Looks like we've got some more Twitterage action coming up. We'll add these to the queue with.
Jonathan Travers is another skier that he was able to pass the 10:25. He did a 0.5 at 9:75 at the Swiss school. Famous place. 2014. around 2014. So
All right, here we go. This is Jonathan Travers. Oh, almost getting pulled over the tip of his ski into number 4. Did well to recover. It's 11.25 meters, a pass that you cannot be complacent with. And Jonathan Travers, even though he's run that pass many times in the past, and he certainly has the pedigree of being a Masters slalom champion in the past, holding his shoulders up, coming into the turn, trying not to drop off too much into his 2-4-6 side. A good extension there, trying not to let himself get pulled over too much, as I said, into number 4. But 11.25 meters look to be run pretty decently. As we look at the scenes on the starting dock, they're all trying to stay cool here in the hot blazing sun in this northern part of Italy. We've got Benjamin Staldl-Bauer on the dock side, just trying to seek out the shade and a little bit of a cooling fan there.
these are the numbers that we like. That's starting with 10.
Yeah.
0.75 meters line for Jonathan Travers. That is also one of the guys that has to do something more than the 2 boys at 10.25.
All right, so let's see what Jonathan Travers can do. Obviously, must run this pass. Oh, a wheelie's up on number 2. Can he recover from that? Oh, look at this. Tightens up towards the end of the run, and nicely done there, Jonathan Travers. All the way there. Benjamin Staldl-Bauer trying hard not to notice what's happening out on the water, but you've got to believe that he's well aware that Jonathan Travers has gone through 10.75 meters and is within a whisker's length of making it through to the head-to-head portion of this slalom competition, provided that he can get some score beyond 2 at on this next line length.
Yes, because also Benjamin, he did the same this morning. So they're all guys at staying at 2 at 10.25. So now let's see what Jonathan Travers is able to do at this difficult road. Jonathan Travers is skiing on HOC. Yeah, it is 10.25.
And he'll definitely have a strong hand of contention if he can get beyond 2. Does he get round number 2 into the wakes? Yes, he does. He skis for it. And he probably knows, as well as some of us do along the shoreline, that he has probably punched his card through to the next round of the competition.
In fact, he was the last skier that did 2 at 10.25. So because of what he moved in the water,
Then he needs to get
supposed
qualified.
to be sure that he was in the tomorrow race.
Okay, so. Okay, it's quite simple, really. So far as Benjamin Staldl-Bauer is concerned, he needs 2. Yeah, because, I mean, let's have a look at the scores that are currently tied at 2 right now, also taking into account other factors. But let's try and simplify this a little bit. We know that Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, Brian Detrick, and Will Asher are through to the next round of the competition. Count 4, so we need 4 more to make 8, okay? We've got Nate Smith with 6 at 10.25 meters. That is a done deal, and he's through to the next round of the competition. We got Tibo Dejon with 2 and 2 that should bring him through to the next round of the competition. He is in a two-way tie for 6th place right now with Jonathan Travers with that same batch of scores. Okay, so at this point in the proceedings, if Benjamin Staldl-Bauer can get more than actually, I'm looking at this here, and he needs to try and get some separation between himself and Carlo Elias. He can do that by getting more than one at 10.25 meters.
For the backup, he's in front.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one, he's good.
Yeah. Just more than one. Just get a piece of two. That is essentially what he needs to do.
And he's actually in his record, there are 3 boys at 10.25. So it seems that he really is our friend Carlo Elias is under risk.
Yes, indeed. It's now just a question of who makes it through. Is it Carlo or is it Benjamin?
And Benjamin actually did the 3 boys at 10.25 at his home Swiss ski school at hometown.
And Lake Palace.
And Lake Palace as well. Actually, in Lake Palace he did only 1.5.
The last year.
This year, he says.
And obviously, you're not seeing too much activity around the dock area, so it would be fair to say that Benjamin Staldl-Bauer is going to be the last ski in action that we see today. Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, and the other skiers. Well, looks like there is going to be some skiing to come. Is that Brandon Caruso on the dock? Yes, it is, and he's just trying to seek out some shade. He wants to take an opportunity to obviously get some more scoring done. A lot of competitions of this caliber, of this quality, and with this venue here don't come around that often. And Brandon is wanting to take the opportunity to continue to ski, even though he knows that he's going to ski tomorrow.
It's true, but now the boat is almost empty. So great Malibu boat response, not too much gasoline inside. So maybe he can do something more than 3 boys. That is his personal record.
All right, look at him go.
Benjamin
Started at 30.
started 13.
Oh,
12.
and that appears to be 12 meters. We'll take a look at this again. A little bit of an aerial edge change into number 1 there for Benjamin Staldl-Bauer. But he manages to get the tip of his ski gripping towards the front. Oh, very sharp turn on number 2. Really forced that one quickly across course. Didn't allow himself to get too far down course, as a matter of fact. And, of course, Alessandro, it's so great to be able to see these skiers and be able to dissect little by little the slalom technique. So for someone like Benjamin Staldl-Bauer.
I'm thinking what the skier is thinking when he feels that he did such a turn. Like, don't panic, something like stay on the ski and waiting for the pull.
Yeah, I mean, there is that psychological tendency with the whole, you are going down a slalom course. You're going like tremendously fast speed. You're trying to put breakneck turns into it, and I mean, you would be forgiven for panicking out there on the slalom course. But I mean, it is human nature,
Yes, you're right. But the fact that if you think about waiting, maybe it helps to go to the other side.
Quite possibly. All right, then. Here we go. Benjamin Staldl-Bauer.
11 meters behind
Oh, nice. 11.25 meters on the money.
11. It seems to be a warm-up course.
Yes, but they will be the first to tell you that you can't afford to be too complacent. Little on the back of the ski off number 1, I have to say, but he was able to get the front portion of that ski buried in the water and continue to track for him.
So Benjamin Staldl-Bauer is skiing on a Goody ski XXT.
And just before we bring him into the course, let's mention one or two of our sponsors, Malibu Boats and Veronini Coffee and Parkus, and also a Jolly Water Ski School. But here is Benjamin Staldl-Bauer. Yeah, a pass he needs to run. Can't afford to come up short here. Oh, look at it go. Look at him go. Round. Oi! Oh, just about makes it through there on that pass of on 10.75 meters. We'll pick it up on the instant replay.
What your father said at home after having seen this. Wow, my son!
Good
wow, my
shot,
son!
Tito.
Come on. What would you say? In French, maybe?
I think a lot of the words that Clint Staldl-Bauer would have said wouldn't have been broadcastable.
That is facile.
Okay, so it gets, oh man alive, and he just about makes it round a buoy number 6.
If he does one, he hits Carlo on the back off. No? On the run off.
All right then, so
If he does one,
they are all in.
okay.
To have a runoff. To be 2 and a quarter to be in, 2 for a runoff.
So one, if he does
Two, we have to call Elias, Diane, and Travis to play the runoff.
hold on. All right then, continuing on. We'll try and get some official confirmation of any potential runoff, but here we go. Round number 1. Oh, gets round number 2. Yeah! Good effort there from Benjamin.
So guys, stay tuned because the race is going on.
For 3 places. The 3 with 2 plus your brother, 4 skier, have a run for 3 places.
there is 4 that goes in.
No, but there is one that have half at they have a 0.975. So each place 1.
So now we have 4 skiers for 3 places. And actually, they are Mr. Benjamin Staldl-Bauer. They just need 2 boys at 10.25. Then we have Carlo Elias, Tibo Dejon, and Jonathan Traver. All did 2 boys at 10.25. And there are only 3 places left. Is it true?
I'm still trying to work this one out.
So Candido, the back off a run 1 doesn't count. Okay, got it.
So doesn't it's just the second round. And then if there's a tie, yeah, so the 3 of them
Call him, Mike, that they all need to go down the dock for a runoff. Tibo,
Okay, all right.
No, not down.
Okay, so we need some skiers making their way to the dock. We need Tibo.
Carlo got two.
I wonder if they're going to pull the next two guys and then
Carlo, Tibo,
I think Brandon and Willard.
Okay.
They're already in. Let's see if Fernandez already in.
Yeah.
So that is now what?
Yeah, but they're going to I think they're going to ski before the runoff. Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
Yep, he's getting in the water. Yeah, they'll have more time.
Per I nostri appassionati abbiamo in questo momento una situazione molto particolare perché abbiamo 4 giocatori che hanno fatto 2 boe 10 e 25 nel second round e questo significa che i posti a disposizione sono solo 3, visto che il nostro amico Nate Smith si è portato a casa 0 boe a 9,75, quindi abbiamo una situazione.
All right, so this is Brandon Caruso, one of the skiers that's already qualified through to next round of the competition, out of round 1.
Diciamo quindi abbiamo Carlo Elias, Tibo Dejon, Jonathan Travers e Benjamin Staldl-Bauer che si devono giocare 3 posti della gara di domani. Quindi 4 sciatori per 3 posti. Tutti e 4 con 2 boe a 10,25. Tony, as far as you know, they will start at 12. The runoff.
Last complete pass, yeah.
10, 10, no, 10, 10,
10.
start at 10.
Ah, okay,
Start
yes.
at 10.
So we start at 10:75. So it's gonna be a quick story. In the dock we see our good friend Will Asher. First 4 position.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at right now. See Tibo. We can see Jonathan Travers, Benjamin Staldl-Bauer. They certainly need to make their way to the dock.
Easy pass for our friend Brando Caruso at 12.
Yep, he seems to have gotten a good rhythm out there. Not a problem at all.
So the runoff will be at it will start at 10:75.
Yep, it would be at the last complete pass, and which for all of our competitors is at 10.75 meters.
Brando Caruso 11:25. Brando Caruso anche Tibo 11:5. He's trying to do something better than 3:10:25 this morning.
Uh-huh.
Give him a chance to stay in the block for first 4 position.
So obviously looking for a chance to maybe move up within that first block of 4 to get himself a better seeding, and thus a more favourable matchup in the head-to-head pairings. Brandon Caruso, that's exactly what his schedule, his strategy is at this point.
Tony, you can't change the seeding. Randy's got a 4th seed, and that's it. They're just keen for a record round.
Okay, so just been told that that their seeding is basically set in stone from the first round. We've still got a lot of slaloming to go, apparently, but hopefully it will be somewhat abbreviated by the fact that all of our skiers have to go in at 10.75 meters. Should make for some exciting runoff competition. Brandon Caruso performing what we call in Louisiana lanyap. Little something extra out there. And a good effort at 10.75 meters.
So this runoff will be a bite of the tomorrow Repechage.
Yes, a little appetizer, an aperitif, so to speak.
You're right on it. Now, Brandon Caruso, Will Asher following, and then the runoff.
Mm-hmm.
I think a nice 20 minutes to spend on watching TV.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got a few Twitter messages, I believe, that have come through. Just give us a minute or so whilst I get those up.
Will Asher is checking the rope. Don't want to have any surprise in the water.
I don't know what happened. It's stalled. It's stalled, okay.
Do you think that Will Asher and Mato Leri are going to the same barber shop?
I don't think they go to a barber shop. That's the point. I know. I know. Okay. Okay, so we got Brandon Caruso, 10.25 meters. Oh, I'm getting into a little bit of trouble round between the two.
Brandon Caruso, so he did best this morning with the 3 boys at 10.25.
Candido, is there a skier after Will, or Will is the last skier? Is there a skier after Will, or Will is the last skier?
All right, then, continuing on, we see Will Asher stepping out onto the water. He's going to get it, take that out there. It's not really going to improve upon his seeding. He just wants that isn't going to improve upon his seeding, but he wants to try and put a decent score out there on this beautiful site. And behind the boat of his choice, it is the Malibu.
Yes, this new, brand new boat, new Malibu boat with a new hull, 6,000 cc engine, 400 horsepower, and Will Asher behind.
Looking very aggressive out there. No worries for Will. As he makes his way towards the end of the lake.
Really big experience for this sir. He's also nowadays working on the production of the new HO ski. He said this morning his new HO 2018 will be also he will also have a tribute for the competition. Will Asher's experience. 12 meters line with Asher. With Asher that he has his personal best with 2 at 9.75. Shouldn't forget about that.
All right, here we go. Of course, there's that whole €1,000 bounty up for grabs. If he can get within half a buoy of the world record, then €1,000 could be in his back pocket.
Right, Tony, and actually he's one of the skiers that can do this because he already did that.
Yeah.
Sì, ricordiamo che ci sono sempre €1.000 sulla seconda oa del 9,75 e di mezza boa meno del record del mondo. E William Asher ha già prodotto questa prestazione, quindi il suo personal best è 2 boa a 9,75, quindi potrebbe farcela.
All right, just put some tweets up on the screen there. We're getting some good support from some fans across the way on hashtag SG Pro-Am. That is hashtag SG Pro-Am. And it's refreshing to see how many of our friends out there in the Twitterverse choose to consume this event. One even using it as inspiration to go on out there slalom. Just a reminder once again, SG Pro-Am, hashtag SG Pro-Am to get in on the conversation. Here we go.
William Asher at 11.5.
Not looking bad at all. Oh, nicely done. Can't say fairer than this, and that's 11.25 meters.
For these top skiers, 11.25 is really a warm-up for skiers that are able to run some boys at 9.75. Skiing at 11, it's really just time to warm up. What do you think, Alicia? We have here Alicia Bagnoli. You are also training in the States, don't you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, she says.
Winter time.
The winter time, as many Europeans say, spent some months in the States.
Take a look at Asher again on our instant replay, 11.25 meters for our good fans across the world. All right, here comes Will Asher again.
Behind a Malibu Response 2017, and on his H-Ski, we have Mr. William Asher at 10.75.
Oh, look at this. Nicely done. Off a number 2, which is his onside turn. Oh, look at him go. Well ahead of the course at this point. Drops in hard off for number 6. Nicely done. That is Will Asher. 10.75 meters. An absolutely scintillating pass start to finish. Certainly leaving it. Not leaving anything on the table here. All right, looks like we've got a few more tweets coming through. Stand by. Looks like we got Jeremy Scholl and Jean Berengi. Thank you very much for your kind comments. Watching the round 2 repechage.
3 points at 10.25 for Will Asher this morning. Let's see what he's able to do now.
Ah, look at this. 10.25 meters. Oh, keeping it going. Keeping it. Oh, look at this. He's got the hook up on 4. Oh, and just a whisker away from hooking up off 5. Propel himself towards 6. But a great effort there from Will Asher. All the same. We're taking a look at this in our action replay. Again, there's some good angle towards the boat, coming in a little bit over the tip of his ski to get things moving along off number 1, but established a really, really strong rhythm with an absolutely thunderbolt-laden number 2 buoy. Lost a bit of distance down course, which is what you'd expect off a 3 ball, being his offside, but was still able to crank off the turn to end all turns off number 4. And we just kind of lost him a little bit off number 5. Got round that buoy and just ski for the wake. But I tell you what, certainly worthy of a round of applause. There you go. That is Will Asher.
Second best result of the day.
You're right about that one. Second best result of the day, Will Asher. Let me give him 5 at 10.25 meters. And yes, it is the second best result of the day. What did Brando ski? What did Brando ski?
Brando, 1.5.
So now is runoff time.
Yeah, that appears to be the case. Okay, so under the proviso that we take their highest score as their precedent score, it means that Tibo Dejon, Jonathan Travers, Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, and Carlo Elias each with 2 at 10.25 meters. There are 4 skiers tied with the same score, but we've only got 3 available places. And we're running off for those 3 available places.
Tony, I think I want to put a question to Mr. Nate Smith about starting at 10.75. I go for a little question to him.
Where is he? Yes, just a reminder that in this runoff stage of the competition, they go in on the last complete pass, which is 10.75 meters. So get after it, Alessandro.
Not too bad, sir. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're doing very well.
So we're gonna start at 10:25.
Yeah, Nate took a thought spot for me, and I was surprised because Thomas asked me, "You're watching?" Probably not. You know, it's like the first round is 2 a.m.
Are we still live?
Okay, continue along with the competition. We have got a 4-way runoff for 3 spots. Carlo Elias will take to the water first.
Carlo, Tibo,
All right, here we go.
because I thought we're gonna take the scores from first round, but they don't.
Here we go. This is 10.75 meters.
Carlo Elias on his Monte Carlo ski.
All right.
He did it. He did it. Man, that's a man. Come on, man.
Off the dock. How
on,
long
man.
has he been resting for?
Wow, it's amazing. Hey, it can be more than an hour.
Hey, Alessandro, here, do me a favor, okay? Go take a chair, go sit next to Nate Smith and behind Detrick over there and sit and see if they can get their comments on all of this. This must be just pure, flat-out fun for them, just to watch.
I see. I'm glad to do this, my friend.
Just grab a chair.
I'm glad.
There you go.
So it'll be easy thing. So here I am with these top pros, and let's comment with them. So for us to see Mr. Carlo Elias, 35 years of age, starting 1075 and doing this so nicely. So what do you think? And is it astonishing also for you, or what?
I think it's very impressive for anyone to go off the dock and do that. But, you know, like I just told you a second ago, I knew that a lot of these guys are very capable of running it, and obviously first year off the dock, it set the pace. So I know everyone on the dock is chasing that now.
Yeah, it's amazing. That is true. And let's hope that he's able to use all these strengths and to go some farther in 10-5, because his best score this year is a 1.5. Let's see what we said.
All right, then, here it goes. 10.25 meters. Entrance number 1. Carlo Elias gets round number 2. Oh, does get to wake. I'm not too sure if he did. That has left the door open now.
He demonstrates all his strengths running this at 10.75 and did 1.5 at 20.25. So that's good.
So Alessandro, they confirm it as 1.5, which means for our 3 remaining skiers to advance, they've all got to get to.
Only 3 places left, don't you? So let's see what they're able to, if they're able to run the 10.75. Because our close friend Nate Smith, for him it looks like easy to go and do it. And
It's not easy.
yeah, putting his life this way. So what about you? Instead, now Nate Smith, he said. So what do you think also?
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, to go off the dock at 10.75, you know, even though it's been 30-40 minutes, it takes a lot to be able to do that. I know Nate mentioned earlier, you got to kind of attack it, because if you don't, if you treat it like you normally do coming into the course at 32 off, it's not going to go well. So Carlos attacked it from the get-go and set him up for an early start, and I'm sure the rest of the guys will do the same.
Sorry, let's see now. Tibo Dejon on the water.
Ah, look at this. Dejon straight off the dock.
He did
wow.
also.
Oh, wow. Wow.
A quick talk with Carlo. He's just coming out of the water. Great, Carlo. So you did very well at the 10.75.
Yeah, thank you, Italian flag. Yeah, I didn't even think about running. I just keep skiing with the boat, but yeah, I had a good feeling.
Because you were the one that was waiting more on the dock. Yeah. So it's not easy to get back to.
Yeah,
water.
but the hardest part is I think I raised the bar, because now everyone knows that he can do it. So.
Yes, okay, but let's let them play. Okay.
Yeah, now I can just wait. Thank you anyway.
Thank you, Carlo. Great.
All right, then. So Carlo Elias is going to be standing there waiting. He will advance through to the next round of the competition, provided that one of these last 3 competitors does less than what he did.
So Tibo Dejon now 25.
Yep. 10.25 meters it is. Let's see what we've got.
One boy at a half for Carlo Elias, and C is...
If it goes to 1.5, we possibly go into a double runoff. Oh, round number 1. Round number 2. Oh, yes, to the wake. And he's through to the next round of the competition.
I think he did this not to stop here close by me. He don't need an interview. So what we have now is 1.5 for Carlo Elias, and 2 boys at 10.25 for Tibo Dejon. Now we have another 2 skiers that for them they are young skiers. We will see if they are able to run the 10.75 as smooth and easily as they did the 2 friends here. We can imagine the tension that must be on the dock now. In fact, everybody's here. No one wants to stay there, close by them. Tony, who is the next skier coming?
It's going to be Benjamin Staldl-Bauer.
Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, so the one that actually skied 15 minutes ago almost.
All right, so here we go. Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, 10.75 meters. Now, relatively speaking, he should be pretty warm after the slalom competition, the end of regulation of the second round. Whoa, and he comes up short on that pass of 10.75 meters. Wow, what? That means that Carlo Elias has advanced.
He's not enjoying as a pro. He's not enjoying of the lack of result of his colleague. But definitely Carlo Elias did something very, very strong, passing the 10.75. That is not easy. Probably Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, that he just went back from his competition. He only spent 15 minutes on the dock waiting for this runoff. He didn't recover enough to be strong enough to pass the 10.75. So now we have actually the situation that Carlo Elias is definitely in, and with Tibo Dejon is in too, and now we must see what the skier that Jonathan Travis is doing, and Benjamin Staldl-Bauer, he did.
Okay, so
5 boys for him. So Jonathan Travis, he has to do something more than 5.
Yeah, now that's lowered the bar for advancement through to the next round of the competition. So Jonathan Travis has basically got to get more than 5 on this opening pass to put himself into the next round of the competition alongside Tibo Dejon and Carlo Elias.
We should remember that Jonathan Travis, he did half at 9.75 in 2014 at the Swiss ski school. And so he is definitely a skier that he knows how to run the 75. But
all right then, so here it is. One last competitor to determine who makes it through the next round of the competition. Will it be Benjamin Staldl-Bauer or the skier that is currently in the water right now, about to take off towards the slalom course? It is Jonathan Travis, 10.75 meters, needing more than 5.
It's a very exciting runoff. It's amazing to see skiers starting at 10.75. Really something special, unknown really in Europe. Jonathan Travers, 10.75 on H.
Gets a cup on 1. Gets it to go round 2. Oh, look at that. Takes a big old hit off number 3. Good for 4. For 5. And he advances through to the next round of the competition with a 6-buoy count at 10.75 meters.
Yes, Tony, he wanted to demonstrate that he was able to pass the 10.75. It was, for him, it was enough to turn 5.5, but he actually he wanted to complete. And see.
And he actually ran that pass, so from here on out, it's just line up.
So just for
just for fun.
Just for fun, let's see what he did at 22 at 25 this afternoon, and this morning he did. Let's see. Probably he's going to do another 25 because it's the third time today.
All right, then. So continuing on, and we've still got a lot of skiing to come in the finals tomorrow. Be sure to join us, starting, I believe, at 8 a.m. for the amateur third amateur round of competition, and then we'll go into the head-to-head portion with the quarter, semi, and finals to come in quick succession. Here we go. Jonathan Travers, 10.25 meters. Oh, and just couldn't get the hook up, but it's going to be a two-buoy count. Let's give it up for him, please. Jonathan Travers.
So, Tony, the three of them are Jonathan Travers. We have Carlo Elias and Tibo Dejon.
Yeah.
They are the ones that will run tomorrow race.
Yes, indeed. And then you add on onto that Nate Smith, who really slalomed out his skin with 6 at 10.25 meters. And then the four competitors that we already earmarked for participation in the final. William Asher, Thomas de Gasperi, Brandon Caruso, and Brian Detrick. So those are the 8 going through to the head-to-head portion of the competition.
So tell us, for the Italian supporters, is it true? Nate Smith is facing tomorrow our good friend Brandon.
According to his world ranking coming into this competition, and I would say that he will be facing Brandon Caruso. Not too sure how the other brackets are going to go, but I would believe that Brian Detrick would face. I'm not too sure who he would face at this point, but I think it will probably be Will Asher, and we'll find what the pairings are from then, and we'll have that information published on the appropriate websites for you to peruse. But this is the end of the second round of qualifying. The repechage is over. We have the skiers through to the next round of the competition in both the women and pro men. Just to emphasize, we have 8 women, and all of them are through to the next round of the competition. It's just a case of matching them to each other. So I believe Regina Jaquis is going to face Alice Bagnoli tomorrow. Manon, I believe, will be fighting it against Danielle Bennett. Elisa will be against Bailey, and Gina Krueger against Clementine Lucine. We'll get confirmation of those, but it's been an absolutely fantastic day of competition. My big thanks to everyone who was involved, and we hope that you will continue to join us for the remainder of the competition. The new webcaster player will be put into the playlist very shortly, and that way you've got an instant link to the final rounds of the competition. But for Vincent Staldl-Bauer, for all the crew here, and for all the officials and skiers, my name is Tony Lightfoot from Eagle 98.1 in Baton Rouge, and I hope to see you bright and early tomorrow, 8 a.m. Italian summertime, and we hope to see you then. But for now, it is ciao.